Ago, adofo me chiamo. It is saying me did the mama say wa na me wasem the Debbie catcher. What a tap sending ka? Debbie. What's it say? Nana was a hen. My main can't share way. Tap send. App I'll bet me out share phone so. Now baby I will Europe with me send this kako Ghana. Come our for and 10 temona. Now so more mujisika no so more MTN so Vodafone. Tigo ana se Airtel so a omo benya sika ne tentem hona na de wo mu kra ne se fees bia anka ho untua fees bia and exchange rate no so was so kama o iPhone ana se wo Android that de obeya ne se obekọ App Store no na wa hwehwe tap send chale me say menye ja ho me say tapo na send ah
7th December 2020, Ghana for our margin 18 years and above. Yeah, call Akotuaba near the next president for the next 4 years. I'll be Timmy Ashama or my etimi etumpon. Na yekoidie na Zionfelix. I have to come and talk to a convention People's Party to know what they are doing right now, what they have done before, and what they will do for the country Ghana when Ghanaians elect them for the next 4 years. So omuntimi emehwe omayiso na omumbu omayi emai. Ntine mabaha ena many party chairman our essential leader of the convention People's Party. Ye nana akosia frempoma sapon kuma ebedi nkomo na oso hu say CPP dear na omonso ewo ema omayi. I mean I've been reading a lot on social media. People are saying a lot about CPP. You say almost say you be shock you na for the title. I mean now more ladies be a modoma CPP. A lot has been said about Convention People's Party on social media. Now menya chairman any leader there. I'm sure she has answers to all of these things for you and I. So you be who omo able to abana amamu. Me makwaba.
Yes.
What you go there?
Boko. Na me san chia obi a o hwe obi a nanche maba one brafo a o mo hwe obi a no.
First question, I'm sure anybody who gets a chance to meet you will ask me, say, is CPP still vibrant?
A good question, and you know why? If you say, no, CPP no, you see, over the years, we were the #1 party in Ghana. In fact, the independence by CPP. We can say Ghana na a CPP. Yeah. Answer na CPP party by it is through the party CPP a founder or Sergeant for the Kwame Nkrumah. Akoko ya who has say I friend red cockerel no or no this simple ne buy a junior friend CPP the Convention People's Party no or no and a buy na sa party no time a year cool no in 1966 no any who party no ye bani I can say bibiara who can say the name CPP who can the name Convention ye cho. Oh, it's almost side in you need find your politics by the NLC whatever the form. You see, on my mind, a buying has me papa say actually 2 years. Your son can say after 2 years, mra so on to me for 10 years to match for any government institution.
Just because he mentioned CPP?
That's just because not a parliamentarian under CPP. From a time. And see, CPP ni guno. Nti egu no nti time CPP san call back to political party bi mu no after the coup no and na CPP dane PNP nti because na no ye ntimi use din so na me kan sa e ba ye san we ni ye we ni ye biem na san na enu na nsa and na ye san tu ye and na le man die ni mo no ye tu ye no and na san call back to wherever ti ye san ba biem to politics no na e ho no CPP still yan fama ye pacho wutie alkota CPP akwa say CPP akodan na ni ho na make sure no but nipa na dot CPP na e wo ho no de omo no mo de wo ho enti tama party ni be san ko back no na ku anya fa ni PNDC omo no mo nye party politics am no mo ye ku na bae enti e ba sa no omo ko party politics no mo ne ye be join ye Inti CPP no na still we are not under CPP. We were under a different name. And any join inti ko join ye no. And e be dani NDC na call. So we ye flag bearer and e be ye flag bearer and e be ye presidential the candidate ɛna Rollins Papa Rollins onye baby call but then you cry and fancy or not so the flag the president we were the vice president and no president
so ono repping NDC na mum repping CPP
precisely okay. Because ye gina ho na ye was structures all over the country na ye more people no ye nipa ni nyinara ene to mae nti president kofoka CPP before or man I saw more NDC mu. That's the whole story. Nti time yetimi san ko fight hu se no man ko yi na ye fight here in sakan CPP tini no aye ban no na ma bebre aka NDC and so adekron si aye no bi yentimi enka ne say the principles na aye ideals and CPP digina ho no one of them aye the core principle. And now for us, yentimi nchain to ho because we jai to ho na krono baby akomuna apan sama e concept in preduasa minim so obi aye ni dio but krono ade a wonim no de mampa hu so hwe baby aga na e kono ye nyina enim manchi amho je tete ho fefefe ba ye nyina enim utsa okam na hu ni pa nam kwan ho na hwe se man se ni mabawa e je me car ba time no I said they all ton ice water pe. Now, so did you to come no air conditioning pro so who say be anam no won't ni.
But this has been there since and then never started.
Sana imagine yemo. Make me wherever. I saw it coming. Time a champion time but Satan na chance say eba. And a champion you be friend Ghana National Reconstruction Code or the papa put it one. Come papa na night and the same system. E wo Nkrumah time. Even though a parliamentarian. Sir, a champion the main aim was to take the youth off the streets. Na nkomo san konko ye farming pacho utie enti oye sa program no but eno so enko ba bia hwe utie ma menka ni bi nkyerɛ mo CPP no eye menka say honhomo but spirit na edi akyire no eye because of the dedication selfless dedication enipa to homa wudi gyina ho de ma ade ye factories na ya can say ye factories na ye kroni yi no ye can say ye koji political independence say ye feel say Ghana for betima bu ye ho so yan ka say betima hwe ye ho ma ye ho ye no ye koye no because of manchia and me ni omo ka say say mo any manchia omo krom a ye tabi obi won pa onya adwuma ye ye time no ye fa omo na ye from veranda boys because omo feel say ye am fine intellectuals and ye omo ye party no ye fa the everyday market woman, everyday farmer, everyday boy, young person. Ono so you believe say yakopon born no or the two mean be a chinimo timi bu ni man no. And ye fante no yes and your independence ni we no. Ni ye per se ye kire say ye see the African or the Ghanaian capable. That capable means so with my so. It means so with manya baby partner. It means so with me aye factories. With me adwuma ye, oba yarea, oba hospital akọ because ye ni nyinara. I didn't know ye be a pine ye and say back on there, and then I motorway no. Be seen there, and then the best road for Ghana has to say. The way you get piano 2-3 years, now stand say because never see a chest say we did a bit my man ye. I got some book, no in say factories. Into factories near Bayano, I was seeing young energy, ebe power. Yes, high atomic energy near war. Kwabiano, and by then nuclear energy and can you need problem be other countries will be. Yentimanye. Nini nara no ye factory say ye be bia would do ha. Adi be ye northern region say near wo cattle ranch ho. Cattle ranch no omo ye wia and san san wia ye de honam na ye no ye de abavota. Ye wia ye san de ba south abaye shoes. But you can have said, yeah, Ghana, if I say Ghana in one place, one people with one destiny, yeah, anti-chemu tribal, where you say. In the factories, over 300. Giga we had about 25, all under government. Shoe, distilleries, printing, everything.
But people are saying that all these things that you've mentioned were done so many years ago under Nkrumah's administration, but the new people are way different from the people who were there then. That's like so many years ago. So how will you be able to? How are you using things that were done so many years ago? Say one more, which might be the same thing.
But I can be. I remember example. I say Ochikoko sold Asante Memo, and I say maybe Osajifu Mikrum Doma, Pacho, and I say Minana or say Bunsorti, if anything, Mampo Akunyaso. You see, bibia no ewo spirit ewo principle ewo ideals ewo dia ya atwa ya no ye ntonkwe ye tokumi anka Ghana fo mponkenyi heritage nka Ghana nse no bi befa ko no se ne dia. There is always a connection from the past to the present. Bibi ena ma so ka say fie me free munti ana ye de se ne ye no mante de ye nwia de ye mokro no ye se na wonje pacha wuti de mika no nipa everybody must have a base. Yes CPP no yen base na ye kan set sana mo na mo full say e ye pass no eno na sebe NPP bet na so a ono so be ka cho say ye ba ye no ye ABC di kofo ye say ono di we ba ye nti bet wa so and this web country says buy no you cannot leave the past when it comes to politics because ideals and what you present. CPP no more right say mo ha say mo hu bi da but mo ama ye 2 minutes so ma mpacho wutie nipa na wa ha say no ye gina a blueprint so na dey ye adwuma ye ne say because the welfare of the people. Papa, me show you a branch. Person nipa mo kasa nyame kyeremo because nipa ye die and na ye de build ye de eku ye ho de ma CPP no. Eno na ma adwuma na mo hu ye no. Eno nti na ye moto we ne ye ma ne ye. Eno nti na ye wo factories by 300. De ye mpaboa, de ye aduane kombifo. Sa bibia wo di wo ha biara no na ye bi organize. Manchester pa bibia na bi ni ho. Because of what? Because the same principle has changed. Nipa ni sounds to say ya. And yes, na be my more typical example. I have to go to the past. Why we believe? Because what I can show you. Make sure the be make sure no my be say ya, but make sure say I the con say no my be say they different from no man kofo be ye. And I'm person make sure no. Ye time ye CPP ye na housing policy. And then you see our affordable housing. Mo has say ninara. Me catch sure say Baji be impa why have one back because you know why me one man channel me adwuma me see ya one kasa no bebre had to run away from their houses because affordable housing no kwaji here no mortgage no first of all it was even in dollars at that time. Okay, now your money option of pick a dollar because dollar was better. Dollar ne cost no mortgage won't mean to be because any affordable sir so when you really high percentage and you be able to me CPP friend you can Google some your man say Google affordable housing in the 60s now under the party government no. What we did is that we started with 6,700 affordable housing and then sa housing be na what no e bi o Medina e gugu ho na be kwa sabe ordinary people na tisi mo no 6,700 no only 200 was for the middle income. Some of us will not even qualify for middle income. Doctors, lawyers, high paying people, middle income. Because you say, ni pano loan na be sit down easier manner. 1,500 a demand low income. Ghana high low income money honey be a security man any dear or buy or we adjuma his to say what we even poor could be at tertiary and so at the palm or something we salary okay but yeah high end. Wouldn't be 5,000 baby how we tacked it. Labor. Factual. This is our party. It is all you took when you so if we come and say when we come affordable housing we are going to look at it in a way that we will make you rent and own the property. We will make that number one priority and that there will be no such places where you see people today. Nipa no saying so or not or shit a dime. Usha, how long can we say these things? And just be still talking about two parties. We now Babek try. We have tried it here for how many years now? Obi have tried 12 years. Obi so try any year. How long can you do this? It is a branch in our no. I don't need me. No because may say ya. Obey what's a man to my father no kita. Or else na CPP cram on some my my. So you need to refer them
to what you've done in the past.
What we've done in the past, and that is the same blueprints that we are going to use. Let me give you an example being. One we free quite so bad. Affordable housing be omo yegu ho. It's kofo ibe yebi. Ni de no adani hura. Afi na yaye ni ya media minim. The same problem is existing today. We free university here war Pram road ho na. We do have one left ho kakra
Central
now the bound the main street no be so as a young person. Mura no a team to attend about the second level of the structures. Property in first of all, so and then the mere fact say one party, we party in a buy into now. Just say the whole country is in sort of a mess in terms of such things. It's a year country must say, Nancy. Fortunately for me, people Nancy remember papa. I believe in the youth because someone now Obuama, now I can so Obuama. Because Obuama, and say sitting pin, Mutabama, and what my own, because Motomaya, you know, we ain't any mountain about why ye, and 1 7 year cap. Only baby. So, who are branch here? So, we never papatina, na kruno, a pitcher, na pruno, a tumpon, na cram rantinam quine, and rantinam brandasso. Now, we ever cut the same story. I could have pema 70 say. In fear 9, and when you 1, 2, 3, 4, and cherrybo.
That's true.
Nancy, NPP, Banyan and fear 9 by I say 7 December. I can't a new now to me, no permits, and if I got to a banner. More try CPP,
So, as you said earlier, no, the NDC has been there for like 12 years. Rollins Bedia and Express Nako for about 8 years, and NDC about under 8 years, and Excellency for about 4 years. People are saying that as a moon nibin, I don't know too arguing. Now moon jana enka NPP in but every 4 years you come. Muko delegate conference, namako ye flag bearer, namafa running mates, my campaign. People have the opinions as someone is kind of mutugu because money is still every 4 years you come. Do you have the vision say be a 2020 Ghanaians will vote for us or be a 2024?
The old can make us say me obi a me to me nim details some kind of kana. It's a me person me church man as a can. And I make a chance say, CPP no, yen ye wo Ghana. So wo ba, na se wo po ba na sema. Sebe, so oko we will do, or ya do on ya de ya, unjani mtumka say, ma kwana pansam. CPP no, because I knew how the vision. Yes, I think the black people, my Bonin standing ekaha. Because we knew we had a vision and we had a mission for this country. Pachouti. And don't see, and I may say, you see factories na eguno. How do you sit down every day? Now, who said, motor EV matches, now who runs here, and I'm quite so. Now I wouldn't name very well, some so solution. Now we can she. Papa, and yes, simple, sir. Obikasa, shall be a person, Kumiana Sebi, and Apple be best or bottom nadia. That is what you do. CPP before 90% of most CPP before 9 years. We are from patriotic, nationalistic people who believe in the country. Yet we might not have the money to pay to get people to vote for us, but we are believing in people. And do you know why I'm confident this time? We are confident because the youth has seen the solution. Oma who say solution na it's not working. And so everybody is now on the next. Intelligent, say. So people are now using their own intelligence to realize they are try way. But even people, and you say individuals, but policy and what they stand for. No, let me give you a simple policy like that. Yes, before to say, yes, say, who can say who your elections are? Posters everywhere in Ghana. People for the
billboards.
Billboards. It's for the billboards. I can see people are young. But when I find a bill, or not simple worker. The billboards so say Bobia. Am I supposed to vote for a party for that region? And so I know more to say, baby, they are lecturing even the environment with posters and she said, "No, when they talk about on a panel." Now Adani say a blue, Adani green, a green, Adani. It's unbelievable. But meanwhile, the people are struggling. Yes, it's about a the first thing we are going to do, and it said, every farmer, so one say, when you're a farmer, catch your neighbor until that's my country because I have fact. Creating Biara wo Ghana ha. CPP say that is in our manifesto. Yen papa a friend Ivor Kwabena Green Street. Ono ena obegina ha be hu ni papa kokko bi. Ono or say ye party ni na ya sem ni say every farmer wo udua bibi e wo Ghana ha. Say ye nkruma. Say ye tomatoes. Say ye bontie, say ye banchi, say ye bayre, say ye shenad butter, say ye whatever would as long as we farmer no work with when you join na you to join as an agreed price. From a beer joining some
government is buying it.
Government at only as an agreed price.
And government will sell to
and government will sell to the people. Okay. But because when we say government, we mean the people. We will empower the youth. We will empower the people within that village. Instead of them coming to the streets. 90% if you stop of the people on the street, they are all from some rural area. Hard-working young people whose parents and families have worked so hard. Yet the farmer, no, the current state of the farmer, and he said, Odriana Adina, also a marketing person. One coach could say, or sign a truck owner, or sign a road contractor. And see, a quite a corner from one and yet our problem. Say, any time at all, so you say, yeah, how am I going to sell it? In Chrome, how am I going to sell it? I know that's an end. Why should he be worrying about that? Now, meanwhile, no energy, no, all his life, no, is to tell you which man can't say 1 acre of land we make mania cassava basket you do make mania shady. I didn't put the name then. Make mania shady and we are apim. Pachuti, it's a sea beton. Send a bear commander sugar factory now. Or moody pim ha, and it's be pim ha. And people should have a pin fin and selling age man. CPP would demand ya. If I'm Pumpoman for buying my bomb for my neighbor. Yet the only 6 months, Bema factory and Juma create employment. How are we going to do that? Because every country from a beer said, I obey a baby a toy film same. It's a wood the technology. We believe in technology. The technology, our platform. Who be dry nano, Yahoo, do a wood, a crabby or could be a laptop app. I be who say what do you 1 acre or number catch or said them dry and mania I should do say and see him say here 12 tons of ashidi for that factory. That is the current at the number some the amount. 12 tons times 1 year say what multiply when you be 600,000 tons minimum sample. I'm sure it's given say the current cocoa in Ghana my economy it's me survival no and it say we put in about 800 and something to 1,900 and something tons of cocoa. That's how much we export from this country. We don't have mileage and commercial sized cocoa farms in this country. These are all done by you and I, our uncles and fathers and aunties, cocoa farmers, small cocoa farmers. And so we are the number 1 or 2 sometimes in the world in terms of cocoa production. Pachauti. The same sensible method, and we got CPP for Montier. We were the ones that started that thing. Cocoa no, CMB. Senebeya, a bit to me at cocoa no, a free farmers in some cocoa cratchy beba or beto or be say, ye nara. Seneba would your cocoa now when you problem. Pachawuti. And see, Usha Krobia Swa, say me chrome man ponyo, say me chrome domain crow, say Sunya fellow saying, Kumasio Ashtown. I drank a sia negu kwahu na we be say na dia na cocoa farmer be dia because na aventure no at all. Farmers in Ghana are hard working. Inti dey asem ni say yen ye send policy ne ba bi ye 12 free ho inti ye can say be factory sanya say ye can I can keke because ye nya those information on the platform no who apeso ye sugar factory no woni ba bi abenya wo all that information will be available to you. I empower the youth. Semi process it. Another location, another PA factory, and that is what you can say. Sir, indeed, private sector has become the engine of growth. The current statement is 40. Private sector is not the engine of growth in Ghana. The private sector in Ghana is the engine of growth for other countries. If you want to see the engine of growth in Ghana, it must be the agri sector, and so that you focus on the farmer, and that will create jobs for the youth and for the factories as well. Until that such a time, we can't be talking about private sector because all the sugar that we are consuming today, which is indeed creating some jobs, private sector in Ghana is only moving the economy, but it's not growing the economy. Okay. We need to grow the economy.
So I'm here with the flag bearer, the leader and chairman for the Convention People's Party, Nana Kusia Frimpoma Sapon Kumakuma, Ono, and I'm needing Kumo, near whom Adia CPP so Oma on my Ghana in case you married 4 years. You call Nagana for maybe na 50 plus 1 for no. omode omanisha omonsa. We'll come to the manifesto of CPP. Now let's look at what CPP has been doing to help Ghanaians now that they are even out of power. Because the way even now company power and so any media metumana oba their chance even now company only anymore be obetin abo amfo no or yes say they are then tumana ebebo. What is CPP doing right now for people here in Ghana?
Wonderful. Let me that's all be assembly. Some of us, because CPP, tell our campus about them watching, who say Ghana na koye tell me some kind of simple. The winner takes it all. It is I buy when about when ya. I don't know, you be yara. But funny power over 5,000 something in Nara. It is what buying them. You can imagine how long I CPP about. But we are constantly thinking of innovation and what we can do. The first thing we have done, shall see a check for some time. I think you did the general public. But every CPP executive or what a party, 3,000 delegates, so executives or more party, will be our an insurance welfare package. So I mean, because they say, last time I was Sunday, man, Papa be, Onimponum can say, yeah, Papa, Kababy, 149 years. I come on a band saying, Sumama, was the man to university, your man 5,000. They can't believe it, says CPP. The bit man bread 5,000. This guy got 3 packages. Obisu so or motorbike, so branch of a fair and not toy. Me say ni mammy and the coach here in the hospital bill. A branch here, bed 30 years. Was only be and so in the hospital but I send 480. The package in a tree up to 3,500 into a tree at the amano. As soon as I went to my age man, now say when you're temporary disability, the best time of 400 Ghana every month for 1 year.
You have a temporary disability
package.
Okay.
There was temporary disability package. Sebi I find say we sebi manushe to brass we camera person. We wachuma. Enya ban etu akande say we are aban entime mwa. But say we are no ye related to injury. Wo kwa na auto gotamu. Eye injury nti we pra. Okotodwe ahono. Ntimi nya adwuma. Ntimi nya adwuma. You be 400 Ghana every month. Because chama could you be here now? Doctor say with me.
So that's what CPP is doing for
currently. Now you see, I'm not say. They see what would see me be out. Muti, Obiara, why sure? Don't protest votes no. Want to pass saying left and right. You can't show. Obiara to the 30th November. You extended my every member of CPP or baby Biara. What would see me? What's me ever joining CPP by the 30th of November? Ebe ma usa package ibi. O papa, o mami, asemi to papa. Ma papa so men join. Asemi to na wo ho beto. E pese busuafo ho to mo. E pa ho to ho. Especially hairdressers, masons, carpenters. Akuafo okwo waka na ofuom. O waka no no ontimi nkwa adwuma. Our package is
so the insurance is for executives and this one is for every member.
Yeah, we are extending it because of the young time. You see any posters biara. Any emphasis on koye billboards. Any emphasis on koye t-shirts ma pakono shempo de man on sanche bi. Na me ma wan see the sekoto aba ma me. Me ma wade a betima boa asan bo wabusua. Abo ma eyi wo ye adwuma to wiase a. Wankasa nim se wiase nye ya PP. Ete ye busua moa eye wankasa wo moa. Say, what about kind of biano? Yeah, Mausa package 5,000 Ghana insurance package here on your behalf. Package any channel a year for a year one of the largest insurance firms in a normal partnership. No company back could be on any group. A friend Eagle, Econnect Global Africa. Econnect Global Africa, all over group insurance. And I used to be before you prepare a debit me up boy and welfare fund. You know my partner, and I just have an on behalf of members, no. And the insurance company powered in so the friend Old Mutual, one of the biggest, largest insurance firm in the world. And that's why I can't show me. And no quarry say, Chojodo, ye may din chon chemo. Ye me can't assemble because ye dear. I did a bony panel here. Can you make how Mrs. says can build post and posters there be not quite there. I never bow and then more Diane. So one to encourage you man, or one question about swim panel feeling ashy.
It's these two policies for members of CPP. No, in case you talk about a tour about Mamma, Ghanaians also enjoy it as still to be for members.
Absolutely. Say, yeah, believe say pension scheme. any insurance package I come and say every Ghanaian must be entitled. So obi ya de na ne ho ache na. I was set society nyam where the boano. Ghana had entesa show kwa sorry. It's the beli pa sorry man because I told any nyame. I just saw you power in ejuma. Yes there be. It is say ye ba ye be ma every policy every Ghanaian will get this policy. But young person because said to my wie ansa na ye ba ansa. Na say to my enya ye de ma wo ne. Ye de ma wo ne. Wo ba join party na ye de ma wo ne.
Okay. So let's move on. Mano esi sumina, so I'm sure some people have said it. Ebisu also muka omusro, and I'm sure you might have heard it, and then he has even heard it himself. Flag bearer for the party. Somebody will say, "Sebi you ask me kind mani si sumina so." Omo munja mnas kompona eye adwuma ne sen. Na sebi obi a otifu chemu.
Eno de omo ka me ne omo ya adwene in the sense that se wunni mo bia na se wo hwe de wo hu de bia na obeka se sa na bibia ti ba you say wo no enti sa you say eye individual no ne situation any ne pakono ne su any ne ban ye flag bearer no se be peduasa oye able lawyer a onam ho ena oye ejuma ya na okonya accident it's a CPP before enya ne nto no ena wonya accident to wheelchair mu wheelchair no mu no pesa mba me no kase sebe me nam
Dabi
sem to na me kasa enya ma dwunam de yon kase wheelchair no tim nyensa ontimi ma ha sesi ana na ma ba he eye nipa ena enya omo ye adwuma leadership no enya individual na ye eti na nkofo kase no sagefo am say yeah you are positive for ono ye bibia but oni ye papa no me na nanom kobadu se boatsuo bedema onom na ye sa adwuma bebebe amu ha ene no enya passager phone gina ho ye motorway no pacho utie enya onom na ko see factory no eye ni cabinet members ene ni members no ene ye enya passager phone to aba man ho e wo prison ho eye nipa ene to man no enti se be flag bearer no someone tie ni kasa very intelligent or can sema or come and so enya mamismin can say let me reverse it enya Ghana for obi aso can say Ghana for ye buy this kambwa obi a pesika ko pem ma akoye say yeah, so it's a big you can say something, can use it positively or negatively. Yeah. But you are saying, a money of who nipa mobo, a man or war at Tinka and Abudaye, Edima, a nipa. It's a man, yen CPP, yen vision, yen ideals, no, a money focus more on that.
So let's look at 5 things that CPP for bar. I mean, I say 2020. It's about omo ebeyama Ghana for Ghana for what. Obi say obi ban kaso be free SHS, why free SHS. Obi su kaso be health insurance. Obi kaso be see obey road, obey way. Because kaso be every one region, one theater, one district, one and obi theater on me. Say CPP about 2020. E go talk about more. What are 5 core things are? I'm making sure say Ghana for a system a toy.
Wonderful. The first one, and they say a bar, yes, you create ni biara. You better to a journey. Unya dria, said Granny said the manusha, said the best say the man and say one seven. Unya journey with a summer say one seven. Unya dria, a buying send a cocoa your 2 film seminar, sign never to say a journey film sim. Yes, it's your sound bar. From tertiary to university level. School call minimum view. Science school na can say 3 years.
But I think tertiary is university is tertiary.
Oh, me can't.
High school.
No.
From primary.
Primary. I can't say
kindergarten. So starting of school.
Kindergarten. Akwa na wa share 5 years school. Kindergarten. So we need na o ma share sen. E kwa copy tertiary. We be call free.
So free education.
Free education
to everybody.
To everybody. Any chance here. Say ye share ye sika no. Say ye nim sika no. Ye share ne ba na or say ye graduating na. Ye be ye dia ma omo beti me twa ne be mo twa ne dia bo omo ntimi twa CPP ye dia adwuma no ye nsem ye nkasese ni se ye ba ye se ya ma opia ye be ya ma opia ye ne shape education ase ye be toa so a share ye policy na da hodada ye blueprint it was going to end up in tertiary because be be no mo tertiary free ye be sa toa so ye ba ye to so miensa wo hu a mo nam kwa ho nyinara no a se be wo de bi e wonya ka anko school ni bi ye wo policy bi e aba ye see obi yara wo ye Ghana ni e abo wo Ghana ha sebe se wotimi ko school na wanti man ko school so wo so on sanodwuma wo so bibia wo botabe woni so sika na ye de ma tertiary for ye de ma secondary school for no ye be pese sika ndia to so ti so se ne be ya sebe asa wo e be to papa mu e ma wo so watimi akakosua bibi enye sika e de asua de ne ya set a lot of vocational schools by any set schools ni wie no it is can be available to my private sector ah my schools no yetimi de tua momo e ma wo so watimi anya bibi aye ye nkan say che school fo nyina kwa wi ansa na Ghana form rant here e ho ato mo because bebre no ensema nko school ni bi bebre ensema so bebre so e no papa no maame no eye kokoo fo na omo ye adwuma e di tua taxes no wantima nko school pa wo ye Ghana ni wo sanu adwuma no ye be boa e mo agina ho e mo wasua e ma ya improve se na be ya fitafo omo na maseme ye me ya fitafo man ti be breed da ka mu o we school sin person adwuma akosua fita and when aban need any project for them ye ba pe ye see once when you school na super so we fita no ye be empower we because I have 10,000 that would choose so 1,000 Ghana a month. And I mean a semester no it means that school me was calculated no be because loan merit school ye dey boy afita for na manya accreditation me school na maye no and na me hia accreditation no but wo na wo ba ne de wo financial support ye be ma akura bia financial support equally yes that is how we developed a nation. We develop a nation by thinking about the over from no. You see a dino, you did 5,000 the man laborers, you did 1,500 the man low income, you did only a small one, the man middle income. Sunny age man, ABB, you dream nipan who first. So these are some of the things that be and affordable accommodation, housing. You back immediately there. One of the things that be immediately housing. And it's saying, Obiara say, what could you dan? You did mraba like to 1 month. To 2 months, but so
1 year.
From 1 year. I'm saying one
new one, okay.
The young person you say, a brand see biara wo nam kwan ho. Ah wo ye adwuma. Yen ye best support so. Am wo nya dan. Pacho dem kan wutie. Sir, because private sector no I say engine on growth. Mo kan no mo amfa nya adwuma. Answer betima see affordable house na mo bia no. We need to solve the immediate housing problem. How are we going to solve it? Only the work investor says, so yeah, my bank. No. Our brand say, be a papa, mammy, or be a raw, winnie baby tea. I'll bet my high dine. Now a dino or be a messy dining or toilet facility. Only be unqualified. As long as our toilet facility or I'm up a baby or I'll with me, I call a honor or qualifier. I buy, then negotiate on your behalf. Immediately.
I didn't hear you mention roads. And I know the
you not go say I am percent me back can roads no because I didn't hear that share me come back konkoko e ho me do ho na kesu an so me ko ho me fa me fa motorway na me call you that motorway run about
you one number
na me say me pia say prefer for baby asa me fa kwan so na me free ho e ban po me assign ma kwan so me do peki. You can be the first to call or pick it.
Yeah.
My first da by speed some long time. We do on and on. Me the man no catch you, you won't believe it. You can't say Monk, then valley pa. Unbelievable in the middle, such a major road. Who sack one will be catch or say you pass no more to a bar. But I say boy. And so many sack for a long time. I don't want to talk about roads. Because you can't show say but to a Driania. Can you say a priority number 1 will be the roads that come to the village? But that's true. I see what to a Driania. See, once you make a great sector and the farmer the core of your growth of the economy, you will solve the problems that relate to that great sector, which is the problem of Africa and the growth of the economy. It goes there. It is automatic. By emphasis, can I want MSC runabout. Road air juma. It is kind of a quine air concrassino. It is kind of factories no. Then you have more income, more revenue in the run about and become like a Dubai. We won't get up Dubai overnight and become a Dubai when we don't even we are not even give me something.
I don't want to mention any place names. So but we've talked a lot about so many sectors. Let me go to my field a little bit. 2 questions per. Yakasa, we didn't say anything about the creative arts. Do you have any plans for the creative arts personnel? I mean, the movie more pumpkin, temi, more creative arts field. No, what plans do you have for them?
You see, in the area of the creative art, let me tell you something that I've seen in Ghana now. The Ghanaian is very creative, the Ghanaian youth. There's something about the Ghanaian youth, in terms, not just even in their mind, but even in energy. And I always say this, that's why we believe in the youth. And I'm saying that because if you take anything that the Ghanaian youth himself has to do with that government, whether it's in football or in anything, he excels. Football, he only needs sand. Now, watch CPP. So we get to the world champion. Because we don't need government to build us the football stadium in the village before we can learn to play with our energy. Same with boxing. Look at what you guys are doing now, even when it comes to creativity in terms of music. When people can sing, they only need their voice.
Some do cry for investors.
No, like I'm making a point though. Okay. I'm saying that, when you go to the US, people are still crying for investors. Yeah. There's no point in life at any point where you, but we said that we would have centers, okay? We'll have centers that would be able to, like community centers, that would address the need of creativity, where people will be empowered. If we don't put community youth centers within the community, youth places where people can go and be able to access these things. If you are waiting for investors, you more level big one, you need bigger investors. But if you have young people who you are able to work with, then you can get more money, or you can write a proposal to be able to get the investment, to be able to address them. But the young person in my village, in my town, doesn't have anything, or he doesn't even know where to go to. But in our centers that we intend to build, part for the youth, the sports centers, we are going to have a lot of sports centers. If you look at our manifesto, you will see what we've done for sports. We are going to have sports centers, community centers, where there will be sports, there will be activities for the youth. And that is where your creativity comes up to do this. But if we say, we are waiting to get large investment, that is what Ghana is doing today. That's not helping us. We think everything has to come from outside. No. Even before something is coming from outside, if the local person really has all that it takes, then working from the outside, you own a high percentage of it, and the person bringing the money will own a high percentage of it. So we'll give you the tools by empowering more Ghanaians to be creative, by helping them within their communities. And that is one of the things I would do for the youth, helping them. And you see the funds that we are putting on the head of the child, the youth, it is funds that would also help you if you decide to set up a school to teach creativity, to teach people how to use the camera, to teach people how to act. It is also a school. And the person will qualify. This is done in other parts of the world. People are able to live their dreams because there are places they can go and learn. You don't all have to become masons and carpenters and hairdressers and you don't have to do that. Yes, yeah. We are creativity in the sense of singing, in terms, and even other areas that today you and I will not even be able to think about. But once you give the opportunity,
it will spring up.
It will spring up to that way, but you only need to give the environment, the opportunity for people, the enabling environment, and that is what we intend to do. We will use the resources of the Ghanaian, of the youth, to empower. You see, the whole thing is empower and the welfare. But if you have what we have today, it's a little difficult.
2 last questions before we go. I'm still here with the chairman and leader of CPP. Sarkodie, Samini, and that Lumba, have all endorsed the NPP. The CPP afraid that, these three big guys in the showbiz world, they have huge following, can endorsing the NPP, would their influence make NPP win this year's election over CPP? Are you afraid?
You see, in the past, I'd have said, oh wow, yes, but 2008, Nana Akufo-Addo got the most endorsement in terms of getting on stage. I saw some. It was fun. As long as you had a rally, I remember one rally I saw in Kumasi. Almost everybody who could sing was there. I even saw that Lumba there. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
That is there. No. Even today, when the Ghanaian has really gotten to the point that we are offering them an insurance package. Sebe obia ni nyansa. Obia ni ate. Yesi kwase ni tie na ide. Na ngo negu.
Yes, true.
Ghana for no obia ni ate sese. That the Lumba oto nyuma so oto nyo. Sarkodie me pe na sem. very handsome guy. So was me ba be man timi hu na bia na mani age. Say na ono so eye na ade. But enu nti na obi ba so akotwa ba man dia. Say na se be wankasa. So ma wo ho, yesi CPP utu aba na watwa ma wo ho. To aba ne ma wo ho. So ma wo yi edie. So ma wo puntu manti am maka nwura mu a se be maka fie mu dem ye mo. Am creativity. We will set up community centers. I be boam ma I hanse mo na empower mo na hu de ye nka ya num dwo ye de ka ncha me na me ma mo insurance no obi o ha na nse me ko ba bi esi ya papa no ono ye ni papa yin ho pa na mabu ontimi sorry o mo say sa boss ba ontimi sorry be 6 months ni o she o kan ye ho nka link 400 ye nka bi month kan sabaka e mo tumi da so na ba makoto ice water bi di abre no e pa ma cho mo obi a me dada mo give boss ento aba o ba ko na oto no nyum no ono en popularity no ye no enya aban nto ye yo wo situation mo yesi no aban ena weather be bonya adwuma ye weather factories beba weather akuafo no odwuma ba onua ne be sei e wo ho weather say kro no be peja ana empeja weather say wo fi ha na wo kɔ ho ya wo fa ekwan pa so or not ni nyina na ya aban asema nti te oto nyum ma wi ba kɔ nda bi papa wo bi some question na me de odaroma I trust the Ghanaian youth Ghana for is a nyate mo kwese some say mo to aba no 2016 no
yeah
yes I'm believing that in 2022 so mo to aba the same way e dia ma de omunim so betima ye makro na ye yi e na ne CPP no o beto amamo ho because what to my CPP a what to ma ho what to ma abo Green Street a what to ma wo ye die mo bia nwene ho se na pa no te wheelchair mu o te wheelchair no no ko fa bae e accident na bae accident nti na e ma wo sa unso ko sa adwene nti na e ma wo sa benefit we no ko dim se nipa asem timi to nipa bi on de to no o papa ne ma me so de no mo bi nti o mo de ni kwa bochi ma no ato no ba bia na do e ma sa ma bia nka waka wheelchair mu no waka no no nti ye de asem e simple fa nipa adwene nyansa na eye ba ko fo e na bu man eye nipa e na bu man CPP mu de ma ye mpo a e wo se Sunday NDC fo be kan ho e Sunday NPP fo be kan ho e Sunday Ghana fo be bre a wo toto ho a o mo mpa aban asem wa wo betima ye adwuma no e do be kan ho because ye de adwuma ye ni na ra kire se ye pese ko no ye de peja ani ni mpunto ene ye
gracias so no me casai
ya misha
o sha so me Zionfelix na me ne CPP omo leader and chairman Nana Akosua from Pomas Sapon Kuma na edi nkomo nyame adom na December 7 ekoto aba na utie nsema ye chairman kai na opese oto CPP dia na Ivo Kobina Green Street and I was utimi etoma no after December 7 ebehu de betimi edi on my so for the next 4 years. Thank you very much for watching me. Zionfelix, bye bye.
They'll go with the 4-4-2 diamond formation for that early lead.
An early goal will settle the nerves.
The away team has been in bad form. They will feel the pressure.
The home sides kept 2 clean sheets in a row.
It's all about momentum.
Who will have the stamina to last the 90 minutes?
The star striker is suspended.
They've got no kappa.
The marking will be tight.
This will be won or lost in the midfield.
This is why I bet.
This is why I bet.
This is why I bet. Betway, for the love of the game.